train to Cleveland Circle is now boarding.
This is the MBTA's Green Line, one of the oldest light rail systems to operate in the world, with 101,000 riders in 2023 on 4 different branches. With it being the second most busiest subway line in the MBTA system in the country, the MBTA's Green Line is even more busy than what you think. But what if you're wondering of what the fleet holds for the Green Line? Well, let's go into it. The first type of fleet is the Kinky Shario Type 6 and Type 7 LRVs, which first operated in 1986 and all renovated by 2019. The second car fleet is the celebrated Type 8 LRVs, which first entered service in 1999 and finished delivery in 2007. And the third and most recent fleet is the USA CAF Type 9 LRVs, which first entered service in 2019. But of all 3 fleets, my favorite car of the Green Line system is the Type 9 LRVs, which happens to look more modern than the Type 7 and Type 8 LRVs. Although you can blame the Type 8 on Mr. G's. But anyways, some of you might be asking, what does the future hold for the Green Line? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that is the topic for today's video. So without any further ado, let's begin today's video.
Doors open on the right, bus connection.
It is October 30th, 2024, and I am on the Blue Line, ready to see what the future holds for the Green Line at Government Center. You may be asking yourself, why at Government Center? Well, let me reverse you back a little bit of the future of the Green Line. You see, back in 2014, as the MBTA's Green Line extension project was planned, the MBTA ordered 24 new Type 9 cars in this $118 million project, for all Type 9 cars to be delivered by 2017 and 2019. However, with the pandemic, the MBTA had to extend the project to 2021, 2 years behind schedule, with the first car being put into service in December 21st of 2018. But now the MBTA is thinking around pushing the Type 9s to another program called the Mattapan Line program in this $363.5 million project to renovate the entire line of the Mattapan Line and replace the existing PCC cars. Although I will not get into too much of the Type 9 and the Mattapan Line program, you can all see that on MBTA.com/projects. But anyways, now to the Type 10 project. You see, because of the aging Type 6, Type 7, and Type 8 cars becoming more and more problematic and more older, the MBTA placed an order for 102 new Type 10 cars in late 2022 in the cost of this $810 million project to replace the Type 6, Type 7, and Type 8 cars by 2031, with the first cars being put into service in 2027. And the Type 10 has some features that the Type 6, Type 7, and Type 8 cars do not have. Some of the features are of the following. One of the features is the 100% low floor design for easier boarding, wider doors for improved access, and real-time passenger information screens. The Type 10s will have 3 to 5 doors on each side, and it will also feature a bridge plate for accessible boarding, equals that there is a platform now for accessible people to board the train. The Type 10s will also be equipped with CharlieCard Readers at every single door, enabling all-door boarding at all Green Line stops. This change will also speed up the boarding process at most Green Line stations, where passengers currently must pay the operator at the front door of the trolley. And this also changes the introduction of the upgraded CharlieCard system, which the MBTA expects to fully enter its launch in 2025. The Type 10 cars will also include enhanced passenger information systems. The screens throughout the cars will display upcoming stops, route information, and service changes. The Type 10 cars will be fitted with positive train control equipment to be used with the future Green Line train protection system. However, the Green Line train protection system is ultimately delayed after the MBTA fired an underperforming contractor in June of 2024 and will enter service well after the previous estimate of 2025. The MBTA's Type 10 cars will be built at CAF USA's facility in Elmira, New York, where the first prototypes are expected to be completed in 2026 and expected to enter service in 2027 on the MBTA. So now you all know of the features, the prototypes, and the construction of the Type 10 LRVs. Let's go back to October 30th, 2024, where the MBTA put a mock-up of the Type 10s in City Hall Plaza, right next to Government Center Station. So let's go there. So typically I film whatever line I am on first whenever I go on a trip, much like the Blue Line today. However, this time I actually did not decide to do that because I actually wanted to film more of the Green Line Type 10 mock-up. So let's skip over to Government Center Station. But once I arrived at Government Center Station, I was greeted with 2 Type 9s heading over to Boston College and were boarding at Government Center right as soon as I arrived. Here are the 2 Type 9s leaving the station bound for Boston College. Not that much noise, alright. When I saw the tent of where the Type 10 was, I was already filled with excitement because I actually wanted to see what the future holded for the Green Line. And I cannot believe that I was actually seeing the future of the Green Line already in 2024. So here's the point of view of me entering the tent. There it is. So far, first perspective around the Type 10 rate is honestly very high, keeping the highest for the end of the video. And the Type 10 number mock-up is 4001. And if we take a look at the picture in the sign, you can see that there is 2 Type 10s in the picture, near a station on the D branch is what my opinion is. But let's take a look at the front of the mock-up. The rate on the front of the Type 10 is a 12 out of 10. Very, very awesome. And this second sign shows you all of what the Type 10s are going to look like when they enter service. And honestly, that is a 14 out of 10 right there. Very, very awesome. But let's get some more outside views of the train. Man, I'm just kind of from this. Oh, I like this view. This was by far my favorite shot to get, the side of the train, which is where I'm going to be route finding these guys sometime soon. All of the turnaround and side views of the train is a perfect 10 out of 10. Very, very interesting and very awesome to get. Here are some more turnaround and side views I got.
There's also straps that hang out. Can you use the straps?
I usually wind up.
And don't forget about the new MBTA subway cars. They also include white and red LED lights at the front. So don't you worry about that. And this was by far my second favorite shot to get. The 4001 car sign and the manufacturer sign, CAF. Very, very awesome. And also, if you look at this sign, there is a QR code to give feedback on the Green Line Type 10 light rail vehicle mockup. I definitely recommend you giving feedback on the MBTA for the Type 10 mockup if you have seen it. Anyways, back to the shots. I'll be saving more of the outside shots later in the video since I caught them in the evening. But now it is time to go inside of the train. But before my brother could rage at me to go inside the car, let me show you all a few close-up side views of the train. Alright, my brother is gonna rage at me right now, so let's go inside the car before he rages.
Sleep on the
As soon as I got on board the train, I then realized that there was a ton of people exploring the inside and talking around the car. So don't mind if you hear people talking in the video. But don't worry, the parts that my brother is talking to me, I will definitely mute those parts. So don't worry about that. Interior.
Okay. The train stops. Just every door.
Yeah, that's too much.
As far as seat width goes, we asked all of the suppliers to give us their standard product, just so it's easier to supply parts down the line. So if we have a very special seat, and if we need extras in like 20 years,
This person right here might have been a rail fanner. So hey, rail fanner and rail fanner together.
with their equipment wherever possible, and this is their standard we are.
And also, once Mr. G arrives at the scene, I will be sitting on the seats of the train, which I will explain later in the video.
At the mock-up setup, we are. No, this is cap. Yeah, this is cap. I know that it's gonna be like
Set back just a little bit, see how more is. Yeah. I mean, at least a little bit of what they're doing in this mock-up for is feedback.
But the problem is our folding doors, and there's a bracket on the
So far, the Type 10 rate is very, very high, keeping it at the end of the video.
Full of 4 trains in of themselves is like so incredibly cool. I'm curious if you can get a power chair through here.
I doubt it.
I kind of doubt that you can get a power chair through here. Yeah, so that's like, okay. But could you get a power chair through here with it crowded, with every one of these seats full? Yeah, no.
If you haven't noticed already, the reason why I am not moving is because I am in line to see inside the cab of the train. And first up in the chair is my brother, because he has been begging a lot to see inside the cab, so here we are. And while my brother was in the chair looking at the controls, here are a few views that I caught in the cab.
For those situations, you don't even have to pull out the little ramp, and then throw all the three on top and pull out the ramp. But yeah, no, I would agree. It's kind of like functionally as good, if not maybe a little worse than the Titanic, but
Now when you are in the seat whenever I'm supposed to be there. But anyways, here I am in the chair looking at the controls. And boy, let me tell you, it was surreal. It felt like I was a driver on the new generation of Green Line trains. Hopefully you all got to experience the same way I did. But anyways, the Green Line Type 10 mock-up inside rate is a 14 out of 10. Very, very awesome. And definitely interesting to look at. Anyways, here are some more outside views I got. But anyways, what felt like an eternity, Mr. G arrived at the Type 10 mock-up and we boarded the Green Line train with some little cringy stuff. And also, I reviewed the seats. Check it out. And also a voice and face reveal of Mr. G 2008. Check it out.
What do you say?
Look at these seats. No better than Laval's. Yeah, God damn, man. That feels good. Sit down, sit down. Come on, man. You're being in the video now. Oh, too bad. I have 4 of my friends now. I mean, 3 of my friends now, so you're one of them. Hello. What? Wait, why is there a hand crank?
hopefully the red line people are already enjoying it. Like,
Fair enough.
they're looking at the
Deal.
box and they're saying like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
I already went inside the cup. I got like every single footage. Wait, I went down.
Is that right? Good. Yeah. Same people that were yelling at you.
The one and only concern I have with this train is that why does it have every single like detail on this? I don't know why. As you can see, that's just how me and Mr. G are at school. Cringy and funny. But the one and only concern I have of him is that why did he say he didn't want to be in the video when he literally said he was going to do a face and voice reveal? Well, maybe not a voice reveal, but a face reveal. That's the only concern I have. Mr. G, answer that question in the comments below. I would love to hear it. But anyways, here is me sneaking behind Mr. G's back as he was trying to shoot a photo of the Green Line train. This is embarrassing. Actually, I know.
Yeah, me too.
The scenery is not comfortable, but yet still very Mr. G. So I think there's only one question we need to answer, is that it's back here. It's probably more obvious now, yeah. That's the one concern. Although, yeah, not bad. Not bad, actually, not bad. I would not give it a bad rating, but this is actually good. That's a good deserving of a 10 out of 10 right here. So good. And with that out of the way, that concludes the review of the Type 10 Mockup at City Hall Plaza. I really hope you all enjoyed this review video, and if you did, please make sure to consider subscribing to my channel if you feel so inclined, and also by liking this video. And also, if you are wondering of where the Mr. G photos are that he took, well, I'm gonna roll them for you right now. And those are all the photos that Mr. G 2008 took. However, if you are wondering of where the MBTADudeMan collab is with the Type 10, well, I'm gonna roll you a 20-second clip right now of what he took. And that's the end for the Xbox, Mr. G, and MBTADudeMan collab of the Type 10 Green Line Mockup. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again soon, somewhere out there in Boston, MA.